First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Check 53, Mark.
Hey, tighten down. Topper.
Slow. No. Alert 3. Alert 3. '53's the mic. 53.
Throwing on first down. Beck. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
Shoot. 80 weapon.
Mike, 53, Mike. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready.
Throwing again. Beck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Check three. Show it.
They'll try the left side. McClellan. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Two-jet bomber.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
To throw on 2nd down. Back. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go, boys.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beck. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 53's Mike. Here we go.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Beck. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
And 2 stop. Heavy. 218, top.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McClellan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You got nothing in that. You got nothing.
To throw on 2nd down. Beck firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Hey, Zoo.
Y'all play. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beck. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
On first down, McClellan. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. McClellan. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Charlie! 53. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Back. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check it back. Check it back. Check 26. Check 26.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Next to score, Packers 7, Lions 5.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college. and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second and long. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll set up a throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
So it brings up fourth down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. 6-6, pull it high. Out. Leo. Check.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
You draw corporate. Hey, Foxtrot. He don't want it. Watch the safety creep.
57. Mike, 57.
From the gun. Back. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beck. And his pass incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run.
80 weapon. Mike's 57.
Operating from the gun. Beck. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming up. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. My 40. Double dog. That's the way. Check it.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First down, Green Bay.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 52.
Back to throw. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up right up here in the booth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separate,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Who's that? Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. My 40. Man, that's trash. Whoa.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Pilot, 64, weak.
53, Mike. I'm coming.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beck. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
2nd and 1. Complete to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Jones again, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2nd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hard that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check, check.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
X3, 218, chop it. 2.
They'll run on 1st down. McClellan. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53 is light. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Recon, 152 fighter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Beck got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the gun, Beck. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jones has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Check, check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. To run.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go. Mike 40. You sit up. You can't block me. Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Check. 53.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Beck going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Watch the twist. Mike 53.
Now a give, right side. McClellan, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Match box, right.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beck. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Ready.
They'll run for it here with Smith. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 40. Go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
40's Mike. Here we go. 40's Mike. I smell
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And the Packer first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Hopper.
Go. Moving. Mike 40. Hey, come on.
Hustle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Mike's 40. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 40.
2nd and 3. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Back to throw here. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Check Mike 40. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll look to throw. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Green Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next.